Hey there fellow tubers, time for another Nosgoth video. This one is of the Deceiver class on the vampires, but before we get into that, I just want to mention that I've only got about 2, maybe 3 more beta keys left to give away that haven't been taken yet. I have to check my little beta key scratch off sheet and see what I've used or not. Those of you that haven't watched one of these videos before, inside every video I've hidden a valid Nosgoth closed beta key. So if you want to be the first one to snag that, watch the video by either subbing up or just staying tuned to the channel or following me on Twitter. And you can, hopefully, if you're lucky, but if you're not lucky, you'll at least have a chance to get a beta key and use the Nosgoth redeem site to redeem it and get in and play. It's a pretty fun game, so I definitely recommend trying to do that if you can. Now onto the Deceiver. So the Deceiver is a kind of I think he's a stealth class more or less. He has a cloak, right? His main abilities are the right mouse button is his invisible cloak spell. The Q button is his kind of, giant backstab. Looks like a Zealot blade from StarCraft. And then F is an illusion spell. Stand up alone wise, he's pretty weak. You can see his hit point pool is pretty darn low, and honestly it seems like he takes more damage than the other vampires to me. I don't know how true that is, if I just get owned with him at times or not, but it does seem like he takes more damage. If you're playing with an effective team, he's really good. If you can come in from the back and sneak up on them, or just have their attention directed elsewhere, you can do a lot of damage. And so that's really the ideal situation you want to use the Deceiver in. Quick note to make about his backstab ability. I don't know if it's called backstab or not, I can't remember. I've only ever used the default abilities. I haven't really played the Deceiver a ton. If you hit them from the front, it does about 200 damage, whereas if you hit them from the back, see, that was a front shot. That one actually did 300 damage. That's better than 200. But if you get them from the back, it does like 400 to 500 damage, I believe. So when possible, hit them from the back. However, there's a wind-up time, and there's a possibility to miss, and you only shoot forward so far. So there's a little bit of a, I don't quite want to call it a skill element because it's just pressing a button and pointing, but there's a little bit of a timing element involved. So be aware of that when you're using this guy. In terms of other things to note, we already talked about his hit points being low. It also seems like he does a little bit more auto attack damage. So I had a good little spree right there. But as you can see, when you're standing up with anybody, you get gunned down pretty darn fast. So don't ever initiate would be my best suggestion. Okay, I can't get anybody today. See if I can get this guy. Whoop. Okay, see, a lot more damage from the back with that backstab ability. And I was able to kind of wreak havoc on him because he wasn't looking at me. Killed my friend, but I didn't die, so I don't care. Don't tell my friend that. I forgot how much damage his Deceiver takes.
I'm running there.
I don't know where they went. Oh, there they are.
We're not doing a particularly good job of setting up any real great offensive attacks this round. I've had a couple other games that, of course, I happen to not be recording with the Deceiver, where I've been either with another team or a friend of mine and a couple other randoms, where we do a really good job of having a Tyrant go in, a Reaver smoke bomb, then the Deceiver goes in, and a Sentinel, just a nice team mix up, and you can slaughter them. You can absolutely rack up, 2 deaths, 15 kills, but again, it's really dependent upon how well your team sets up the initiation of the fight. But hope this little review of some gameplay and just a couple of little notes I've noticed about the Reaver. It's pretty basic information, but hey, that's what this is for. Hope it's been helpful. If you do or did, I guess, hopefully you're actively enjoying, but past tense wise, maybe you did enjoy. If you did enjoy the video, please like or subscribe. I would appreciate it. I'm just trying to do this little YouTube thing part-time, have a little bit of fun with it, and produce content that somebody wants to see somewhere as opposed to just more garbage on YouTube. Hell, I don't know. I might even be garbage. But if you have any ideas on things I can change to make these videos better, or any of my other videos, please let me know. Also, anything you want to see other than the kind of like gameplay and review videos, if you want me to try and capture fun highlights of, you know, nice kill combos, stuff like that, any kind of thing like that. But this has been a review of the Deceiver on Nosgoth. If you haven't gotten the game or been one of the lucky few to get into the closed beta, I'm very sorry, but when it goes open or releases its free to play, I would highly recommend getting it. It's a great time with friends, and it's simple, fun, fast, and you can't go wrong with that sort of stuff. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. This has been Horiks. Take it easy.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Nice job, guys.
Deception.